Yes. So geometrical optics is finished. We have seen already the polarization of light in electromagnetic waves. There itself we have discussed what is a polarization of light, then how to polarize a unpolarized light, and when it passes through the polarizers, and then followed by analyzer to discuss the intensity of that polarized light. Brewster's law అవి డిస్కస్ చేసాం. లెట్స్ సే విల్ సీ two other important phenomena of light that is dealt by wave optics, that is interference of light and diffraction of light. So today we will start interference of light. In this interference of light only one syllabus is there for us. Interference of light. So first will be YDS experiment, Young's double slit experiment. So and second thing will be thin films. So only these two topics. Okay. So let us, before going to the YDSA experiment, let us discuss some basics. So what is that YDS experiment? Before going to that, let us discuss introduction. So here again we treat light as a wave. Light is a wave. Your wish, you can accept the wave theory proposed by Huygens, or otherwise electromagnetic wave theory proposed by Maxwell. Even Huygens wave theory is enough to understand what is interference of light. Even diffraction also it is enough to understand. But when it comes to the polarization, Huygens wave theory is unable to explain the polarization. That's why electromagnetic wave theories came. Okay, there is no ether medium which is filled everywhere in the universe. That concept is ruled out through Michelson and Morley experiment. Ani American physicists iddaru conduct chestaru oka experiment. Let us determine the medium is present in the universe. We can determine the thickness of this, that is density of that medium. But the results will be negative results. There is no ether medium like that. So finally, so we treat light as a wave. So once light is a wave, so there is a source. There is a source which spreads the light. Then we need to write the equation. So we will write the plane wave equation. We will write the plane wave equation. We will write the plane wave equation. So plane progressive wave. So obviously this is a wave of electromagnetic wave, that is transverse wave in nature. So it consists electric and magnetic fields. Let us treat, we can write this will be, let's say electric field in space. So let's say wave is traveling along, say z axis. Wave is traveling along z axis. Then vibrations will be in xy plane. Let us treat it will be in one direction. So maybe along y direction. It has an amplitude something like A naught into sine of omega t minus k z. If you say it is traveling along z axis. If I say it is traveling along x axis, I can put along x axis. Okay, string ni ikkada fix chesi waves పంపించామనుకో, length of the string we consider as the x axis and perpendicular to it we consider as the y axis. So that means you can write simply x itself, nothing wrong here, assuming the light is going along x axis, propagation of light. So or otherwise sometimes we write even like this also, that doesn't matter. So this is magnetic field, anything. So some y is equal to a into sine of omega t minus k. This is what the equation we have written in case of a string. Where omega is the angular frequency related to the frequency of the light. K is the, so omega is equal to 2 pi nu, that is 2 pi by t. K is the wave number, that is propagation constant, 2 pi by lambda. So when I divide these two things, I will get the wave speed v is equal to omega by k, that is equal to lambda by t. Okay. This all these things we know already. Then let us define here one important point. Frequency is independent of the medium. So frequency of the light is independent of the light. Frequency independent of medium. frequency is independent of medium. In all the medium, frequency remains same. Frequency in vacuum is equal to frequency in a given medium. So velocity in a given medium, wavelength in a given medium will be linked like this. Okay. So that means lambda depends upon the medium. That means k depends upon the medium. Omega depends upon the frequency. So it is independent of the medium. Omega is independent of the medium. So as omega is independent of the medium, but k dependent on the medium, but V is also depends upon the medium. So these are the relations. Even you can link with the refractive index also. So let's say refractive index, if I put the symbol for refractive index, mu అని పెడదాం అనుకో. Refractive index mu is equal to ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం మనం, C divided by Vm, that is lambda naught divided by lambda m. Wavelength in vacuum. Okay. So this is the refractive index. Even this refractive index can be linked with the electromagnetic characteristics like permittivity and permeability. ఎందుకని మనకు Maxwell wave theory చెప్పినప్పుడు what we proposed, Maxwell proposed that refractive index of the medium, లేదా velocity of light in a medium, velocity of light in a medium is given by, ఏం చెప్పాడు, V in a medium is 1 divided by square root of mu of that medium, epsilon of that medium. Mu and epsilon are the permittivity and permeability. This is the permeability, that is the magnetic property. Permeability. This is the electric property, permittivity. So అదే vacuum కనుకో mu naught epsilon naught. So refractive index is 1 by mu naught epsilon naught divided by 1 by square root of mu naught. Through that we can relate with the refractive index and electromagnetic properties of the light. So that already we said in the dispersion also, according to that formula, mu depends upon the wavelength. Once mu depends upon the wavelength, it automatically depends upon remaining characteristics. Dispersive medium, non-dispersive medium ani chaduvutam. Okay. So let me define what is the optical path. Let me define what is an optical path. Optical path. Let me write this is delta P. Path means P, delta P, optical path. Okay, light is going from this place to this place, say. So very well known for us will be the geometrical path. And akkadi nunchi akkadiki ellindi ante we can calculate the geometrical path. So geometrical length, let's say I consider this is the x. Let's say this will be the x. Then optical path is defined as, optical path is equal to refractive index of the medium multiplied by geometrical path. So optical path say P, refractive index say mu, geometrical path length say x. If we want path difference, so delta P will be is equal to mu of the medium is constant, delta x. So whenever I say path difference, it does not mean that ki geometrical path, it means the optical path. Okay, optical path length. Okay. Fine. So let us see what is the relation between this geometrical path and optical path is over. Let us how it links with the phase difference and path difference. This is the optical path difference. Then phase difference and path difference. Phase and path relation, path difference. Phase and path difference. Then how these are linked, phase difference and path difference. Then when wave is traveling, we define omega, that is angular frequency, that is a spatial. Omega 2 pi nu, that is 2 pi by t. wavelength k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Lambda ante length, t ante time. So k is linked with the space length, lambda is linked with the time length. Ante that's why space coordinates and time coordinates ani antaru. Space coordinates and time coordinates. When we say like this, there is a wave which is traveling, we say like this. As it reaches from this position to this position, then again it repeats. That length we call as a wavelength. Anantama? So wavelength can be linked with the, ante oka complete wave annamanako, then we can link with the frequency also. Antena? Frequency. So frequency ante 1 by 80, that is number of oscillations per unit time. So one time period lo chese oscillation. So we can talk in terms of either time or in terms length. One wavelength is equal to one time period. So itla space coordinates ni time coordinates ni manam link cheyochu. After one space coordinate, that is the length, then again the wave repeats. It repeats with length, even it repeats with time. Okay, so that's why phase means that is an angle. Angle coordinate is the omega here. Then path means x, that is length coordinates. Both have the relation here. So in this we call as a phase. Omega t minus kx we call as a phase. As omega, that is frequency, this always this phase will be constant. We say it will be, this phase will be constant and cheptuntam. The phase of the particle will be constant. So that means we can link here, whenever the one there is a complete length of lambda, then there is a complete phase that of 2 pi. Antena? So whenever half of the wavelength is there, then there is a pi. Antena? That one complete length means 360 degrees, that is 2. Half of the wave means complete, it is 180 degrees. Antena manam cheppedala. So now you get some relationship between them. So whenever there is a path length of delta p, then what is the corresponding phase angle? Or otherwise, whenever there is a phase angle is given, then what is the corresponding path length? So if I say these 2 points, I say that they are separated by lambda by 2. Then we can say that they have a phase difference of 180 degrees. If I say these 2 points, this point and this point, they are separated by lambda by 4, then means there is a phase angle difference of pi by 2. So then what is that relation will be? That is unitary method we can follow. That is delta phi is equal to 2 pi is for complete wavelength lambda, then what is in the length of delta p? Okay. So this is the important relation for us. Then what is that is known as a phase angle ki path length ki madhya relation is. So what is the length అనేది define చేసిన optical path length is defined as not as a simply geometrical path length. So optical path and geometrical path equal only in vacuum as mu is equal to 1. Okay na? But in water it is not be same. Okay. So because let's say if the time interval is fixed, say 5 seconds. Let's say time interval is fixed 5 seconds. What is the length travelled in vacuum? What is the length travelled in glass? Is it same or different? Different. Because in 5 seconds, the light will travel here at the speed of light. Length will become c multiplied by t. There it multiplies v multiplied by t. Then v will become c by mu. So it will be decreased there. So that's why we must be careful while calculating the optical path length. Okay. So light we consider as a wave, then your wish either you can consider as a Huygens wave or otherwise even you can treat it as a Maxwell wave. So mostly Huygens wave is enough for us to describe it. Then it will be plane wave like electric field representation or otherwise simply any representation, electric field or magnetic field, whatever it may be, that represent the one of the physical quantity of the medium that changes when the wave goes. The wave వెళ్ళడం వల్ల ఏదో ఒక ప్రాపర్టీ చేంజ్ అవ్వాలి. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అక్కడ ప్రాపర్టీ ప్రెజర్ చేంజ్ అవ్వచ్చు, డెన్సిటీ చేంజ్ అవ్వచ్చు, డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద పార్టికల్ చేంజ్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ చేంజ్ అవ్వచ్చు, మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ చేంజ్ అవ్వచ్చు. ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ మస్ట్ చేంజ్. దట్ విల్ బి మెజరబుల్ కదా. వేవ్ వెళ్తుంది, దాని క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్ స్టడీ చేయాలంటే దెర్ మస్ట్ బి సమ్ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ విచ్ రెస్పాన్స్. ఓకే, థర్మోమీటర్ నోట్లో పెట్టంగానే విచ్ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ రెస్పాన్స్ దట్ లెంత్ ఆఫ్ దట్ కాలం. థర్మోమీటర్ నోట్లో పెట్టంగానే టెంపరేచర్కి ఏమవుతుంది, లెంత్ ఆఫ్ దట్ మెర్క్యూరీ లెవెల్స్ విల్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ఆర్ డిక్రీజ్. దెన్ దట్ వే వీ డిసైడ్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద టెంపరేచర్. ఇఫ్ నథింగ్ రెస్పాన్స్ దేర్ దెన్ హౌ విల్ డిసైడ్. సో లైక్ దట్. సో ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఇస్ ఇండిపెండెంట్, రిఫ్రాక్టివ్ ఇండెక్స్ అకార్డింగ్ టు మ్యాక్స్వెల్. దెన్ ఆప్టికల్ పాత్ లెంత్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఫేజ్ డిఫరెన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి మనకు చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో నథింగ్ న్యూ హియర్, ఇవన్నీ నీకు తెలిసినవి ఆల్మోస్ట్. ఇది కూడా ఇక్కడ దాకా ఆల్రెడీ నేర్చుకుంటాం. దెన్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద 2 న్యూ డెఫినేషన్స్, వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఆప్టికల్ పాత్ అండ్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫేజ్ డిఫరెన్స్ అనేవి రాసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది. సో లెట్ మీ డిఫైన్ అనదర్ క్వాంటిటీ కాల్డ్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద కోహరెంట్ వేవ్స్. Coherent waves. So what is the meaning of coherent sources or coherent waves? Coherent waves. There are coherent sources. Let's say for example, here one singer, say Yesudas is singing, you are getting the sound from here, call him S1. Here let's say another singer SP Balasubramanian is singing, let's say get the waves from here, will be of coherent. Coherent ante meaning entante phase difference must be constant ani. Let's say from here the wave is coming, call it as y1, which have the our wish a1 into sine of frequency of omega 1t minus k1 some x. Let's say this is of y2, that is a2 into sine of omega 2t minus k2x. Here the phase is this much. The phase will be is of phi 1 will be is equal to omega 1t minus k1x. Here this is phi 2 omega t2 minus k2x. Coherent source ki definition entante, if delta phi, that is phi 2 minus phi 1 is equal to constant, that is independent of time. If delta phi 2 constant, that is independent of time, then we say S1 and S2 are coherent. Otherwise incoherent, opposite word, incoherent. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫేజ్ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ దమ్ అన్నది ఇండిపెండెంట్ ఆఫ్ టైం అవ్వాలి. సో ఇండిపెండెంట్ ఆఫ్ టైం అవ్వాలి అంటే అసలు టైం అనే ఫ్యాక్టర్ మనకు ఉండకూడదు కదా, అదేనా, టైం అనే ఫ్యాక్టర్ మనకు ఉండకూడదు. అంటే దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే చూద్దాం. సో మేబీ ఈవెన్ లెన్స్ ఆల్సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ట్రావెల్ సమ్ x1 length and it has traveled some x2 length. Different lengths can travel. So this is traveling straight line length and this is traveling curved length. Both are not at the same x, different x. So delta phi I'll write here, that is phi 2 omega 2t minus k2x2 minus omega 1t plus k1x1. అంటే గివెన్ టైంలో, టైమ్ ఈజ్ ఫిక్స్ కదా, గివెన్ 5 seconds 10 seconds ఏదో ఉంటుంది, what is the length travel, x1 x2 will be the geometrical length travel. So from here delta phi can be written as omega 2 minus omega 1 into t plus లేదా minus k2x2 minus k1x1. నా ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, ఇండిపెండెంట్ ఆఫ్ టైం కావాలి. ఇండిపెండెంట్ ఆఫ్ టైం కావాలంటే ఒకటే ఆప్షన్, ఈ రెండు ఈక్వల్ అవ్వాలి. అంటే అప్పుడే కదా టైం ఉండదు దాంట్లో. సో అప్పుడే టైం ఉండదు కాబట్టి దెన్ వీ సే దట్ కే omega 2 is equal to omega 1. What is that will be equal to frequency nu 2 is equal to nu 1. So frequency same. So frequency same undi ante then wavelength also same. Antana k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Lambda is also same in the given medium. Then where the difference comes? The difference comes only in the path. Okay, fine. So even one more thing is like that say for example it is something like here source S1 is there and source S2 is there. Say we have treated here S Das and here we have treated as SV Balasubramanian. See, it is not necessary that both start the singing at the same time. There is a time gap. It is something like you and your friend are standing at a seashore and you are throwing at stones. ఇద్దరు ఒకేసారి రాళ్ళు వేయాలని ఏం లేదు కదా. దెర్ మే బి ఏ టైమ్ ల్యాగ్ ఆఫ్ 1 సెకండ్. నువ్వు ఒక స్టోన్ వేసిన తర్వాత 1 సెకండ్ తర్వాత మీ ఫ్రెండ్ వేయచ్చు. దెర్ ఇస్ అ టైమ్ ల్యాగ్. సో టైం డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది అంటే ఏంటి, లెంత్ డిఫరెన్స్లో వస్తుంది. లెంత్ డిఫరెన్స్లో వచ్చింది అంటే ఏంటి, దెర్ ఇస్ అ ఫేస్ డిఫరెన్స్లు కూడా వస్తాయి. సో దట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ నాట్ నెసెసరీ దట్ బోత్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఆర్ ఆఫ్ సేమ్, there will be a difference of phase that we call as the initial phase is there. Initial phase difference we call. So if initial phase difference is there, where it comes plus lambda, where it comes plus lambda. Okay, so when we treat like this, then they become the coherent sources. So with this what I will have here, so delta phi will be is equal to, then with this in a given medium compulsory lambda 1 2 is equal to lambda 2 if the medium is fixed. If the medium is changed, then again wavelength will change. In the same medium we need to talk about this. Then I can pull out k pull cheseychu. So when k comes out, then minus sign atla pedadam, appudu x1 minus x2 plus some lambda. This x1 minus x2 I will put as a path length, x1 minus x2. So then delta phi will be is equal to, so k will be, that is 2 pi by lambda into delta p plus lambda. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి, ఇప్పుడు suppose then there is a phase difference between them is say 30 degrees. Say from here S1 one song is coming sung by S Das ji, then from here another song is coming sung by SPG, and I am standing here, I am the detector here, we call as the observer or detector. I will get the voice from here and I will get the voice from here. Okay, now I need to maintain delta phi, that is 2 pi by lambda into delta p. What is the delta p? Path difference. So from here let's say 3 meters, let's say from here 5 meters, so 5 minus 3 will be 2, that is fixed. This delta is fixed and delta phi will be fixed because we have already treated, eliminate the time dependent term. That means coherent sources definition is path difference, that is phase difference between them. The phase difference between them is constant, that is independent of time. If it is 30 degrees, it is always 30 degrees. So let's say I am standing here at 10 o'clock, at 11 also same, 12 also same, 1 o'clock also same, tomorrow also same, day after tomorrow also same. Then we say that the sources are coherent sources and the waves are the coherent waves. They meet at a point D. This is the meaning of coherent sources. Is it clear? So if it changes with respect to time, then they are incoherent sources. Now I said here omega 2 minus omega 1 is same, then only this sum will become 0. That is frequency must be same. If frequency must be same, here S Das ji and here SPG is not possible because both voice will never have the same frequency. Their pitches will be different. So that means we need to clone. Say here is S Das ji, then you need to clone him here. Antena? Ikkada S Das unte ikkada S Das undali. ఇక్కడ ఎస్పీజీ ఉంటే ఇక్కడ ఎస్పీజీ ఉండాలి, దెన్ ఓన్లీ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ విల్ బి సేమ్, అదర్వైజ్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. సో అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, సో ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా ఒక సోర్స్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టామనుకో, సపోజ్ ప్యారెట్ ఉందనుకో, ఈ ప్యారెట్ వాయిస్ స్ప్లిట్ అవ్వాలి, అప్పుడే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీలు సేమ్ అవుతాయి. అంతేగాని ఇక్కడ ప్యారెట్ పెట్టి ఇక్కడ నైటింగేల్ పెడితే కాదు, లేదా ఇక్కడ నైటింగేల్ పెడితే యూ మేక్ దమ్ సమ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్స్ సచ్ దట్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ స్ప్లిట్. సో వెనకాల నైటింగేల్ పెట్టు, ముందర ఒక కార్డ్బోర్డ్ పెట్టు, ఒకటి వుడ్డో లేకపోతే పేపరు, దానికి 2 బొక్కలు పెట్టు, మేక్స్ 2 holes there. అప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది, వెన్ నైటింగేల్ విల్ సింగ్ ఏ సాంగ్, దెన్ ఇట్ స్ప్లిట్, దెన్ one voice will come here, the same note will come here, that means frequency will be same. Okay, so that is a very important here. So coherent waves or coherent sources, the main condition will be frequency same. So two different sources will never have the two different waves. So two different sources will never have the coherent sources. ఎందుకని సపోజ్ ఇప్పుడు హైడ్రోజన్ ఆటం తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో, రెండు సోర్సులే కానీ రెండు ఒకే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఉన్నటువంటి వేవ్స్ ఇవ్వవు. ఎందుకు చెప్పు? సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ హైడ్రోజన్ ఆటంలో వేవ్ రావాలంటే ఏంటి, ఎలక్ట్రాన్ పైనుంచి కిందికి జంప్ అవ్వాలా? ఇక్కడ అంతే కదా, రెండు హైడ్రోజన్ ఆటమ్సే. సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ 2 నుంచి 1కి వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ 3 నుంచి 1కి వచ్చింది అనుకో, అప్పుడు సేమ్ ఎనర్జీ ఉండదు కాబట్టి సేమ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఉండదు. అంటే రెండు సిమిలర్ అయినా సరే విల్ నెవర్ గెట్ ద కోహరెంట్ వేవ్స్. అంతేనా? ఎందుకని ఇక్కడ 2 నుంచి 1 వస్తే ఇక్కడ 2 నుంచి రావాలని రూల్ ఏం లేదు కదా. సో దట్స్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ difficult to get the coherent sources. But how this Young's double slit experiment, how this scientist Young, physicist, managed to get the coherent sources? ఆయనకు అదే కష్టమైంది. లెట్స్ గెట్ ఏ కోహరెంట్ సోర్సెస్. అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి, సింగిల్ వేవ్ లెంత్ ఉన్నటువంటి సోర్స్ కావాలి. సింగిల్ వేవ్ లెంత్ అంటే రెడ్ కలర్ ఆఫ్ వేవ్ లెంత్ 600 నానోమీటర్స్ షార్ప్ కావాలి. ఈవెన్ ఇన్ విబ్జిఆర్ ఆల్సో విల్ నెవర్ గెట్ ద షార్ప్. దెర్ ఈస్ నో లైక్ ఆఫ్ 7 lines, దెర్ ఈస్ అ బ్యాండ్స్, 7 bands will be there. Red band, violet band, yellow band. That's why it is difficult for us to get the coherent sources. But how this Young's double slit experiment done by Young is managed to get the coherent sources. So this is one of the criterion for the interference of waves. Interference of waves means simply superposition of waves. If they are coherent, then one type of results will give. If it is incoherent, another type of results will give. Okay? Fine. Is it clear what is the meaning of coherent waves? What is optical path and what is the phase difference and path difference between the waves? Okay, be careful. Note down.